In the golden age of Rome, amidst grandeur and turmoil, arose Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-king, a beacon whose inner strength and wisdom would transcend his empire, echoing through eternity. Marcus Annius Verus was born into privilege, yet he was destined for more than mere power. His journey began in luxury, but led him through profound challenges that would test his soul. Marcus Aurelius was profoundly influenced by notable philosophers of his time. Among them was Junius Rusticus, his principal mentor, who introduced Marcus to Stoicism and the teachings of Epictetus. In ancient Rome, preparing a future ruler meant instilling discipline, virtue, and wisdom from the earliest age, teaching him that true leadership stemmed from moral authority rather than mere force or privilege.
Marcus, remember, wealth, power, and fame are fleeting. True greatness is found in wisdom, virtue, and courage. Every action you take echoes through eternity. Your decisions shape not only your destiny, but the lives of countless others. Reflect deeply, act wisely, and above all, cultivate strength of character and compassion. This will be your enduring legacy.
Marcus embraced Stoicism deeply. He learned that strength lay not in armies or riches, but in inner discipline and moral clarity.
Marcus, my son, Rome will depend upon your wisdom. Rule not with harshness, but with justice and compassion.
I promise you, Father, I will serve Rome and her people with all my heart. I will train my mind as I would train my sword, Father, so that when the time comes, I will not falter.
On March 7th, in the year 161 after Christ, at the age of 40, Marcus Aurelius was crowned Emperor of Rome, sharing power with his brother Lucius Verus. This was a time of uncertainty, as the empire stood at the height of its power, yet faced growing threats from within and beyond its borders. In that same year, his reign began amid chaos, facing invasions, famine, and plague, but no struggle defined his rule more profoundly than the Marcomannic Wars, testing the resilience of Rome and its emperor like never before.
Hold your positions. Fate favors the brave, and virtue leads the strong. Rome will stand today, as it always has.
At Carnuntum in 170 AD, Marcus's steadfast resolve turned the tide. Yet victory brought him no pleasure, only the heavy responsibility of protecting his people.
Men of Rome, you have faced the fury of the Marcomanni, and you have prevailed, not by mere force, but by discipline, by unity, by the unbreakable spirit that binds us as one people under the banner of Rome. Look around you, not at the ruin of war, but at the lesson it teaches. Power is fleeting, victory is momentary, but virtue, wisdom, and courage endure. We stood against an enemy that sought to break us, yet we did not waver. Not because we are stronger in muscle, nor because our weapons are sharper, but because our hearts are steadfast, our minds unyielding. A true warrior is not he who strikes the hardest, but he who holds firm when the storm rages. Today we have shown the world that Rome's strength is not just in conquest, but in its ability to endure.
On March 17th, 180 AD, at the age of 58, Marcus Aurelius takes his final breath. Not in the grand halls of Rome, but far from home, on the cold frontier of the empire, the last of the 5 good emperors gone, and with him the golden age of Rome begins to fade. But Marcus knew this was always the way of things. That time devours all, empires, rulers, even memory itself. He did not fear it, because he understood that clinging to what must pass is the root of suffering, that the only true power a man holds is over his own mind. He was more than an emperor, more than a warrior. He was a philosopher who understood what few ever do, that our thoughts are not who we are, that fear, anger, and desire, they come and go like the tide, and we are not bound to follow them. That suffering is not in events, but in how we choose to see them. His words, never meant for the world, would outlive the empire he ruled. Meditations, his private reflections, would become a guide for emperors and common men alike, lessons in discipline, in resilience, in letting go of what we cannot control. Today, his wisdom still whispers through the ages, in the minds of leaders who stand at the edge of great decisions, in the hearts of those who struggle against adversity, in the quiet moments when a man wonders what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius did not seek to conquer lands. He sought to conquer himself. And in doing so, he left behind something greater than any empire, a way to live, a way to think, a way to be free.